Hello, people. I want to talk about how old is too old. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Dr. Dre's daughter because a lot of people are you got it's like half and half. A lot of people talking about Dr. Dre, then saying that he's wrong. Then a lot of people is talking about his daughter, like she's too old for him to support. And I can actually see both sides. I can see Dr. Dre's side for him not to support because being that his daughter is 38 years old, and then she moved from Las Vegas, Nevada, where rent in Las Vegas is you could pay rent in Las Vegas. Is actually what I'm trying to say. You could pay rent. The rent in Las Vegas is affordable, but everybody know rent in California is very expensive. So I don't know why would she leave Las Vegas and move to California with four kids. Um, so maybe she did that on the strength that maybe she thought that her dad would help her, you know, um, by her moving to Las Vegas. So let's get into well, yeah, we'll just let's talk about that for a minute. A lot of people had a lot of things to say, and so my thoughts on this is Dr. Dre. He is all of his kids are grown. I mean, and he doesn't. He from what I hear, he doesn't have a good relationship with any of his kids. Basically, like I don't know. I don't know if it's on him or if it has something to do with the kids or the mother. Because even if it did have anything to do with the mother, still you should not let that stop you from having a relationship with your kids. And um, as far as his daughter, Latanya John, whatever her name is, Latanya, um, you baby, you got four kids, and I think as far as Dr. Dre, I would just feel sorry for the kids, being that those are your grandkids. So that's what I would. That's my part of saying that I feel like he should just help the kids. Even if he was to take the kids and not have your grandkids living with strangers. Although she say that they're her friends, but I wouldn't have my grandkids. I wouldn't have my grandkids just living with anybody. So I feel like that he probably should get those kids at least, or like get her a place, probably pay her rent up for about 3 months and let her go on her own then, so and baby, whatever happens after that, that's on you, but I think that he should just actually look out for the kids. So I and as her part, being that you're 38 years old with four kids, you should have been trying to stay on task, what I'm saying, stay ahead of the game, because at the end of the day, he's really not responsible for you or your kids, but being if it was me with my grandkids and my daughter was homeless or my son or whatever, I'm going to take the kids and then I'll tell you, you got to work the rest. You got to figure out what you're going to do from here on out. And I'm only going to have your kids this certain amount of time. And after that, then, but I don't know because they my grandkids. I love them to death. So, but anyway, at the end of the day, he really doesn't owe her anything because she's 38 years old. But she's saying that they didn't have a relationship. She haven't talked to her dad, in 18 years? So I don't know what's all going. Well, no, yeah, they say that she drug his name and talked about him real, real bad. Um, just slander his name out everywhere. And because they say he did do something for her last year. I don't know what, but they say he did help her out some kind of way last year. So, like I say, you can look at that from both sides, both perspectives, his side and her side. But again, like I say, it's the grandkids for me. That's what I'll be thinking about, the grandkids. I'm trying to read some of these comments so I can say what other people are thinking. Yeah. So yeah, she slandered his name real bad because someone says that's true because I was gonna side with her when I first heard it, but I got the rest of the details, and then I continued commenting saying that she started siding with Dr. Dre, the reason why he's not helping her out. But again, at the same time, I don't know because I it's crazy, and like I said, I could see both sides. I can see both sides of what they got going on. But so let's see what someone else says today. But I have worked at Wendy's scrubbing come off of tables. Well, actually, they say that she has like 2, 3 dead end jobs. I guess two. She's working right now 2, 3 dead end jobs. But to me, they say that she's paying $2,300 a 23. I don't know if they said 2,300 a week. I know damn well that ain't possible, being that if she says she don't have no money, but either $2,300 a week or $2,300 a month for the car that she's renting. I don't know, but if she got money for $2,300 period, whether it's for a week or for a month, then baby, that's rent, especially in California. But you're not gonna have anything to support your 4 kids or pay your bills there. This person said, today I am 54, but I have worked at Wendy's scrubbing gum off of tables in my 20s. If his daughter hasn't figured out how to stop doing that at 38 with 4 kids, that sounds like a personal problem for her to deal with. Yeah. You got to try to, you can't live above your means. You know what I'm saying? You got to live within your means and sometimes way up under your means, especially if you got kids. You got to live up under your means because it's not just you. You got to support. You got your kids as well. So, someone says if I was Dr. Dre, I would make her do something for herself at the same time. No way my grandkids gonna be out on the streets. They didn't ask for this. Exactly. See, that's my point. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say it doesn't matter how much money he has, but those kids are not his responsibilities. But at the same time, kind of like it is, because that's a part of you. You know what I'm saying? I know my grandkids is a part of me. And like I said, I would at least, get the grandkids at least. You know what I'm saying? And no, they're not a part of that. They didn't ask to be here, and everybody just don't look at things the same. I'm just trying to see what some of that's 300 could be a down payment on a used car. Somebody say $2,300 could be a down payment on a used car. I don't know what that is, what they're talking about right there. Somebody say, how is she renting an SUV? That's expensive in of itself. Yeah, that's true. So somebody say Dre is worth $800 million. He can't give her a small apartment. Come on now, don't be heartless. This is when tough love goes too far, and that's what I'm saying too. Not just to support her, being that she's 38 years old. It's the kids for me. That's what I'm concerned about. Just the kids, and it's 4. She say they don't live in the car with her. She only lives in the car by herself, but her kids are living with a friend. My grandkids, I'm sorry, they not living with no friend. Do you know how much stuff happens today with kids? You know what I'm saying? You got the kids' own parents around here killing their kids and stuff. And to live with, to be living, have your kids living with somebody else and you're sleeping in a car, you don't know what's going on with your kids. And then something, an accident happen or something happens on purpose and the kids end up dead or whatever. That would not be sitting right with me. I'll go crazy about my grandkids. They bad as hell, but I they not finna just be anywhere. No ma'am. Or no sir. Or whatever. So someone says, it's sad, but it's no longer Dr. Dre's fault. She has to let this go. Do for herself and kids. Keep her family business off the internet. Clearly, he don't like that. No. And that's why they say that he don't have a relationship with her right now today, because she slandered his name and ran his name all across social media, every social media. But yeah, it's, that's why you really could look at this both ways. But the kids, you got to stand in the gap for the kids, for real, and not for play. Someone says Dr. Dre should give her an opportunity by helping her with the business and giving her a chance to succeed. I mean, what parent wouldn't do it, at least for their grandbabies? Somebody says, keeping it 100, keep your family business out the effing media, brought it on yourself. Love you from a distance. Enough said. So someone also says, I can't agree with Dr. Dre on this one. I can never see any of my kids homeless, especially when I'm sitting on billions of dollars. Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, just because they know that their father is a billionaire don't mean that they, you know what I'm saying, like, stop living your life or stop being responsible for yourself and your kids just because you know your father's a billionaire. He had to start from somewhere. And then they say she raps as well. She do music. You know what I'm saying? So where did that go wrong at? Because I did watch a video with her in the studio a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I listened to a few videos, that I saw her do. So just because your father is a billionaire don't mean to stop your life and think that your father is supposed to support you. So yeah, again, like I say, you can look at it either way. Somebody said, Mama have, Papa have. God bless the child that has his own. Yep. So someone says, well, I was about to take her side until she said she broke the golden rule: never bite the hand that feeds you. I still couldn't do that to none of my children, but this coming from a mother's point of view. Yeah. Because we're soft. When it comes to these kids, we soft. We're soft. And we fathers basically look at it as tough love, but mothers, we look at it with our heart, and we give in quicker than a father does. Yeah, that's good too. It says, how long should a father take care of his kids, whom is in their 30s, almost 40s? Dr. Dre, put her to work within your organization. Yeah, you know, make her work for it. Like, even if you get the house, like I said, buy her a house, pay it up for 3 months or so until she's able to get on her feet. Let her work with you, put her to work with you, and go from there. Let her pick up from there. Someone says, never bite the hand that birthed you and fed you. Well, they haven't seen each other in 18 years, so I don't know how far he was feeding her, because from what I read in another article is, yeah, it was 18 years. It was 18 years. This person here, I don't know what to say about them, but they say, I hate the get a job comments. Getting a job is not easy, especially when you have no residency with kids. It's not that simple. I wish it was that simple, but America is effed up. In 20 years, at this rate, half of the country will be struggling. You ain't lying. That's true, though. That's true. That's true. But there is jobs, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, they say she got two or three dead end jobs. I don't know what they're paying, but they say she got two. Right now she's working. Okay, so I think they say she's working in some warehouse right now. I don't know what it's paying. Then they say she's doing DoorDash. And it's one other job that they said they're doing. I know they said two or three, and they did name them, but I forgot the other one. I know it's a warehouse work, and then it's DoorDash and one other one. I forgot what it is. Yes. Someone says she sounds irresponsible, but Dre should help his grandbabies. And instead of having the energy to beef with him, she should have asked him for a job. Maybe he will be more inclined to help her than her just asking for money. Because, okay, so one article that I read, they say that she's been trying to reach out to him and he's not responding to her because of the altercation and the slandering of his name. But she said that she's trying to reach out to him to apologize to him. But why wait until you're down and out and you need his help to apologize to him? Like, you should have been trying to apologize to your father, like the next day or the same day that you scandalized his name everywhere, all across the social media. So this one says parents are not obligated to take care of kids at a certain age. At 38, she should be in a career. Life happens though, yeah, true enough, but not sure we are getting all the information. Yeah, we really don't know, what's going on to the point that where she's at. But I know I lived in Las Vegas for over 30 some years. I live in Texas now, but I know one thing for sure. Las Vegas rent is affordable. You can live in Las Vegas. I also lived in California, but I only lived in California for three months because I couldn't find a place that I could afford. Although when I moved to California, it was with a job that I had in Las Vegas. It was in the same company, and I transferred there. I didn't know that they were going to, go down on my pay rate. I didn't know until I went to Vegas and until I got in California and started the job. Like, before I started the job, I was in California for 2 weeks. I went there, I'm going to just say, once I started working at the job, when I went there to start working or whatever, that's when I found out that they took a $2. They went down on my pay rate $2. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? But this is the same company. I'm working with the same company. What I'm making there, I should still be working it. I should still be making it here in California, but it didn't work like that. So they did go down $2. So I was only there for 3 months in California, and I packed up, and me and my baby moved on back to Las Vegas. And I went back to the same job, and I ended up getting my regular pay rate back. So you can live in Las Vegas. I have no idea why would she leave Las Vegas and go move to California with 4 kids. That's no. This person says everybody keeps saying she's a full adult, but I know plenty of grown men with kids 30 to 38 who still live with their moms and grandmoms. So, well, at this point, she don't live with either one. Some people say, but who is her mammy? I'm sure her mother became a millionaire off Dre's child support checks. Well, no, I watched the interview with this girl's mom. Actually, Dr. Dre has 3 kids by this girl's mom. And they're all stair steppers. Like, if she's 38 right now, the other one 37 and the other 36, because the interview that I watched was years ago. 2017, 18, or whatever, something like that. Because it was a long time ago when the mom did the interview that I watched yesterday. She says Dr. Dre, that she had 3 daughters by Dr. Dre, and they split up when this daughter Latanya was 5 years old. So that means the other girls was 4 and the other daughter was 3. But she says she don't know why Latanya name is just the only child that everyone knows or everyone talks about, because he has 3 kids and they all has his last name, and he was supporting all 3 daughters. But the oldest one is the only one that that's being talked about. Not now, because like I say, that interview was 2017, 2018 that I read when the mama was talking. And she said that Dr. Dre did whatever interview he had done, he brought up her, put her in that interview and brought up the kid's name. And I mean, talked about the kids as well, not about them, but brought their names up. And she says that and she says, I'm glad he brought my name up. She said, because now I'm about to write a book and I'm about to tell what really happened, what was going on. She says he was 17 years old. Well, she says she met him when he was 16, and she says she was 14. So she said when she got pregnant with Latanya was 15. I mean, she was 15 when she got pregnant with Latanya, if that's the oldest daughter name. And she said Dr. Dre was 17. So I don't know if she would have became a millionaire off Dr. Dre's child support. I don't know. I don't know how that went. She didn't mention about child support, but she said that he was supporting them up until the oldest one was 5. Not saying that I don't know what happened after she was 5. Not saying that he didn't after that, after he moved from with them, after they separated. Yeah, but anyway, I'll look and see if I see like a few more comments to talk about. Right. Okay, so here's one right here. Someone says, where is the father of her children? You can't drag your dad, then expect help. Move back to and absolutely. Move back to Vegas because it's more expensive here. Exactly, it's more expensive here in California. And find a job and get your life back on track. You can do it. Yes, ma'am. I believe that she could. Well, I know that she could if you move back to Las Vegas. Yeah, but yeah, she dragged her dad's name and saying what he's not doing for them. But you haven't mentioned where your kid's father at. You know that you're stuck with 4 kids, and y'all have to live separated. You know, where's the kid's father? And then someone else commented on that and said, I'm with you 100%, all facts in that order. Well, no, that's too much to read. Right, and this is what I just said a few minutes ago. So this person said it's funny how kids all of a sudden want to spend time and need a father when they broke and can't leech anymore. Yeah, that's what I said a little earlier. I'm like, yeah, she should have been apologized and not try to apologize when you need him. Yeah. Somebody said, I don't care what my kid did. If I had that kind of money, they'd have a life coach, therapist, nutritionist, a trainer, anything they needed to climb Maslow's hierarchy of needs. They could spend their whole life in school if they wanted. With that kind of money, you're being gratuitously spiteful to leave your kid in that situation. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that right there. But at the same time, like I said, we can look at this either side, but again, she should not try to not live your life and take care of your own responsibility because you know for sure that your father is a billionaire. So you really need you should have stayed in Las Vegas. It's more easier to live in Las Vegas. I've moved away to Atlanta and I've moved to Texas. When worst comes to worst and I can't do anything, I move back to Las Vegas because I know Las Vegas, you know. But I hate living in Las Vegas, which is why I never stay there. And that's why now I'm in Dallas, Texas. But uh yeah, it's you can look at it from both sides. Dr. Dre, no, he's not obligated to help her and support her, but he can give her a boost. You know what I'm saying? Give her a boost and just and make sure that he lay down the law to let her know that I'm not about to help you. This is what I'm going to do right here, and this is where you need to pick up from. You know, you need to get on your feet or whatever to take care of your kids. But if I was him, I would do it only on the strength of the kids. You know what I'm saying? Only on the strength of my grandkids. I can't see I can't see my grandkids living nowhere else unless they're with their mom, their dad, me, or someone in our family. I wouldn't even let them like go and stay with their with the dad's family. I'll be telling my daughter, go get them kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's not, no. It's so much happening in the world today with these kids, you know, that these people killing all these kids. It's a lie. And I'm going to be talking about some of that stuff too. But yeah, I feel like he just needs to give her a boost. You know what I'm saying? Not just support her and take care of her because that's my child, because she's almost 40 years old. So yeah, I just think he should give her a boost because of the grandkids. Yeah. And then she, as a woman, almost 40-year-old woman, she should be more responsible. So I'm going to end that there. I would like to see some feedback or some comments to see what other people think about this situation with Dr. Dre and his daughter. So if you like, just like this video, share this video, and comment as well, people. I'd like to know what you guys have to say about this. I'd like to see your input on this situation, and what would you do if it was your kids? Okay, so again, just like, share, comment, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber already. Please do subscribe so that you'll be able to catch more videos that I put out. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.